Hello, this is Ankit Reddy. Welcome to the .NET course from educators.com, world's best online training tutorial for the leading technologies. In this video, we'll discuss on .NET course ASP.NET Validations, Custom Validator. What is this a custom validator? Let us move to this Visual Studio. Let us see with an example. Suppose a custom validator means a control which allows us to write a method with a custom logic to handle the validation of the value entered. If none of the other validation controls like required field to compare and range and regular expression, if these validators are not serving our purpose, and sometimes a client may come to you and ask a different validation should be applied. So the client requirement should be matched by our developers. In order to achieve that validation, we wanted to create a method and we should provide a logic for that. So for that, let me take a sample. I want user to be entered only an even number, but to a positive even number. For that, please enter a positive even number. And to receive input from the user, we need a text box. So let me take a text box. Oops, there it is here. Then we need a button as well. Immediately change the properties. Txt positive even number, then button as well, to change btn save. When do we use this custom validator is when none of the other validator controls are serving our purpose, then we'll be going with custom validator. There we'll be writing a method with a custom logic. So I'll show you that how to write the custom logic for this validation. Suppose user wanted to enter only a positive even number. That should be even number, but it should not be a negative number. It shouldn't be anything else. For that, let me make it as a start page. Now, let me execute it without having anything. First of all, whether it is calling or not. Yeah, application got disabled. Nothing is working. Now, let us write a method which is with custom logic. Go to the source mode. Here, we'll be writing a method which is at the client side. The client side code will be called JavaScript code. So whoever not watched the JavaScript session, please go and watch JavaScript session from our educators.com website. Then come back to this video. In order to maintain this client side validation, we'll be writing JavaScript code here. So just like any other validation control, custom validator can be used for validating the user's input. Let me write some scripting to make this logic work. Whenever you are writing code within this HTML, this is called client-side language, and we need it to validate for this text box. I'm taking a script. Script can be placed within the head section or a body section. As of now, I'm taking it in between the head section. Script. Then within this, we can write a function. Function is even. Then we want to arguments like source comma args. Oh, sorry, it should come this end. Now, if args dot value, here you don't get always IntelliSense, but don't worry, we should make without mistakes, otherwise it will be ended up with getting runtime errors. If it is not entered anything, then we'll be telling that args dot is valid is equal to false. Let me write its entire code, then you can understand it. False. Else what I'm taking, else what I'm doing is, if args dot value modulus operator 2, if remainder is 0, then that is an even number, right? So this is what we want. We want a positive even number. That time we'll be passing true. Else again we'll be passing as false, like same way. Copy it, paste it. That's it. The function we have written logic is like this. If something we want to put a separate logic and that is not fitting in our any of the validation controls, so that we should come up with our own logic. Let me go to this design mode. Then I'm going to add a custom validator. Same thing as we have seen for the remaining validator controls. I'm going to add same thing like the properties. First thing is id value we need to change. CV positive even number, then error message. If it is not a positive even number, we can display like this, not an even number, not a positive even number, like this, positive even number. Next thing is 4 color. Red is that 4 color. Then what else we need to change? Error message we have set, 4 color we have set. Then control to validate. This is the text box. Control to validate. Then client validation function is there. Client validation function. What is the function we have written? Just go to the source mode. Get that is even. Copy it. Go to the design mode. Go to the properties of the custom validator. Just place here. That's it. And then we wanted to validate empty text also without entering anything. If you click on save button, still we wanted to throw error message. Earlier time we were using required field validator along with the range, along with the regular expression. So this time we can validate that with custom validate itself. Validate empty text. By default it will be false. Make it change to true. That's it. Let me build it. If something is wrong, let us work on it. Custom validation demo.aspx is running. If I click on this, it is throwing error message. If I click something like this, again it is throwing error message. If I pass like even number, something is not working. Let me refresh it and type something. Alt 10. It is still showing not a positive number. Good. Let us see that where it is going wrong. When we get errors, then only we will learn more. I said so many times. So let us watch it where it is going wrong. What and all we have set. Let's go through it. So ID is we have changed, and then client validation function we kept that is even. Validate empty text also there, true. Control to validate txt positive even number. Then make everything, but why it is not working? So suppose when it is not working, what is the best way is, first of all we need to make sure that whether this function is calling or not. So what I am doing is just control X entire thing, else make it as comment, then I'll be keeping an alert box whether this is really calling or not. This is how we'll be rectifying the errors. Let me build this again, execute this again. Now I'm expecting a alert box. Yes. So what is this means? This function is getting called and something is wrong within there inside this. Let us see that what is happening. See, let me uncomment this. I'll show you that. We don't want this line, so I'm putting comment. See here, E is missing. Understand? This is how we will be doing some mistakes whenever we are writing a client side thing. Please be aware that there will be no spelling mistakes. Understand? It was not there. Spell mistake. It is value. In value, E was not there. Now let us execute the same application one more time. Then it is coming correct. If I press even number 10 is I'm going to, now it is not getting. And if we type a positive, not a positive number 9, again it is throwing error. Minus 10. Let us see this. See this, we are not getting this one. Suppose we wanted to check that one also. How do we check? If it is a minus 10, so we wanted to verify that whether it is greater than 0 or not. Then we'll check here if condition. If args dot value greater than 0, then or else we'll put the same in a condition. Here only we'll put, so it should be greater than 0 and remainder should be 0 if you divide it by 2. I'm putting and symbol. Let us see whether it will work or not. Stop it. Suppose I think it is not getting working. Let us see. Not a positive number. If I pass 7, again it is showing error message. Let me pass 10. It is working. Now if I pass minus 10, yes, now it is also working. Not a positive even number. Until unless you type a number that is a positive even number, 90. It is a positive even number. If you pass minus 90, still it will be showing error message. If you don't pass also, it will be showing this message. If you are not sure, so I am passing one correct value, then I'll test it now. Still it is working. So custom validator means if none of the validators are not working, then we'll be depending on writing our own logic by like this. We'll be calling this is even from this custom validator where we are calling this way is even. So whenever you wanted to apply a custom logic for your user input validation, will be going with custom validator control. Hope you have understand this. Thank you for watching. Next we'll watch a video on validation summary.